Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So today's video, what I'm doing is, let me move this camera down so you can see what the hell I'm doing. You can see this black container here. And what I did is I filled that about a quarter of the way with boiled linseed oil. And then what I'm going to do after that, after these sit overnight, which these hammers already sat overnight, but I have all these other hammers on the table that I want to do. I'm trying to get some of my hammers prepped or whatever. Got a lot of hammering stuff that I'm going to be doing, and I hate when the hammer heads fly off because they're loose, or when you're trying to, excuse me, you're trying to do something and they're all clanging and banging and loose in your hand and whatever, and just you end up breaking the hammers. Actually, is what happens. I've cracked many hammers when the head's all loose, but. Two warnings that I'm going to give you guys right now. If you're going to do this, don't do it around little kids. Don't do it around dogs. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put boiled linseed oil in this, and you don't want kids or dogs to get to that. And then the second step is tomorrow or later today, I'm going to soak these in antifreeze. And it doesn't matter. Somebody asked me on YouTube, what color antifreeze do you use? It doesn't matter. Antifreeze crystallizes inside the hammer heads, or inside the hammer handles. So this is kind of like a hammer maintenance video. And the antifreeze, it doesn't matter if you use the green or the red or the orange or whatever the hell you want to use. You can even use antifreeze from like the RVs that you use to, keep the pipes from freezing in the RVs. So what I'm going to do is I soak these hammers, some of them, about 10 of them or so, in boiled linseed oil overnight. Right now I'm pulling them out, and this is the second warning I'm going to give you guys. When you wipe, wear gloves, and I should be wearing safety glasses too, but I mean, it's not too bad. I'm going real slow and whatever, so whatever. Wear gloves on your hands when you're messing with this boiled linseed oil because it's kind of nasty. Cover your hammer handles and wipe it down. That keeps them from drying. But the other warning I was going to say is when you're done, here's the rag that I was using with the boiled linseed oil on it. Doesn't even have that much boiled linseed oil on the rag, but if you throw that in the garbage can, you might as well wave goodbye to your shop or your garage, your house. It'll burn it to the ground. When you put it in the garbage can, you crumble that rag up and throw it away, or if you just throw it in the garbage can and it's close to other stuff, or even if you have it on your bench and it's laying there, it can combust overnight. Heat builds up, it starts smoking, woof, it'll go up into flames. There goes your house, shop, barn, garage, whatever you're working in, your workshop or whatever. So be real careful with the boiled linseed oil on the rags, on your skin, and be real careful with the antifreeze. You do not want your kids to drink it thinking it's Kool-Aid, or your dogs to come up, or your cats to jump on your table, or if it's on the floor, you don't want them drinking out of that. So whatever you do with this, cover it up, keep it covered up, so that no kids and animals can get near it, and don't throw the rags in the garbage can. What I do is, you guys heard me say this in other videos, I take the rags and I lay them out like this, and I usually pin them up somewhere so they're in the wide open. And I usually put them, I don't know if you can see that, I put them right here. I usually do that right there. I lay them on top of the English wheel or plenishing hammer or whatever, and I let them dry out overnight before I even think about throwing those in the garbage can. Because like I said, they won't combust like this, but if you crumble them up, or if you have them close to other stuff and the heat starts building up, it'll burn your house to the ground, or your shop, So the next step I did is I took these hammers that I had in the boiled linseed oil, and I've been cleaning them and pulling them out of the oil, and then what I'm doing is it's been soaking overnight into the handles. And then I'm taking the leftover that's on the head, getting it on the rag, and then I'm wiping it on the handles of the hammer. And what that does is it'll keep it from drying out. The problem that I'm having, it's 30 below outside, it's really, really cold, it's really dry. Sorry about that, it's ice falling off the roof. It's 30 below outside, it's really cold, but it's really dry climate. So what happens is, with the heater being on in here, it dries it out inside the shop really bad. And anything that's wood, like these hammer handles, it just dries the piss out of them. And then, they start cracking, they start coming loose, and they start shrinking, and then the head falls off. It's just, you want to be careful with that. So what I do is I soak them overnight in the boiled linseed oil, and then I take the leftovers, I wipe the hammer handle down really, really good with the boiled linseed oil. So the next step that I'm going to do, after I'm done wiping these down, is I'll go ahead and wipe it down a couple on camera, and I'll shut the camera off. And the next step you're going to see is me putting the stuff in antifreeze, and it's going to sit overnight. The antifreeze will suck up into the hammers, swell the wood up, crystallize, no more messed up hammers. Excuse me. I have a couple of these hammers though that are so bad, I'm not sure if it's going to work, but that's why I wanted to try this, because some of them are starting to piss me off. Like this guy right here, this was off eBay or whatever, and this got sent to me, and it's just stupid loose. I mean, it's ready to fall off. And the other thing I do is I'll quickly, before I do all this stuff, I'll tap down on the wedge a little bit, kind of swell it a little bit so that the antifreeze and the boiled linseed oil doesn't have to work so hard. So this is kind of like a hammer maintenance that you can do to keep your hammers to last longer. The reason I use wood handles is because I don't, when you're hammering all day with wood hammers, wood handles on your hammers, the fiberglass and the metal handles, they'll kick your ass. Your wrist will be killing you the next day from that bang, bang, bang. And when you're doing this, you know, a lot of hours hammering like that, you know, with the wood handles, it flexes and everything. You don't get that kickback on your wrist. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up some of these hammers. I'll turn the camera down so you guys can see it, see what I'm doing. Sorry about the shaky camera there. This is the rag I was using here to get the stuff off the handles. And then all I'm doing is gently wiping them down just quick. And then anything that's left on the rag, wipe the handle down. And that one swelled up pretty good. So this one was really loose when I put it in there. So the boiled linseed oil took care of that shaky head, you know. But putting it in the antifreeze is going to make it swell up even more, and then it'll be really nice. And this one was really loose. I want to see how it is right now. Yeah, this one I can feel right now. It's still loose. But these are those cheap ass handles I bought and I can't stand it. I keep breaking. Yeah, this one's real loose. So I'll knock the wedge down in this one a little bit before I put it in the antifreeze. So the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a ball peen hammer, and even that one's loose. See what I mean? All my hammers, they do this with the wood handles. They start getting loose because of the dry climate that we're having right now from the cold, you know, and then from having the heater on in the shop. Like right now, the heater's at 65 degrees, but it's on like that all the time, so it just dries your hammer handles out really quick. What I'll do next, I'll go ahead and put the camera down where you can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to take and hammer those wedges down into the hammer handles a little bit better than what they are now. Not much. And then that one's not too bad, but I'll tighten it up a little bit more. Yeah, that was nice and tight now. So I'll keep doing that with all these hammers. Try to get them a little bit tighter. I'll show you the next step. So after I use the punch and the hammer to get the wedges set down inside the hammer a little bit, and the head is tight and it's swallowed up with boiled linseed oil, the next step I'm going to do is I have some Prestone Command antifreeze, and I put like I don't know, not even a half a gallon, a quarter of a gallon, whatever in here. And then I throw the hammers in here now that these are wedges are tight. Let them sit overnight. Tomorrow, pull them out, dry them off, clean them up, and your hammers are good to go for months and months and months. And they'll stay like that for a long time in a dry climate. So if you don't have a dry climate, they'll pretty much last forever. But the boiled linseed oil trick that I learned the other day, like I've known the trick with the antifreeze, but the boiled linseed oil is nice because it swells up and it stays like that, and it keeps the handles and everything, you know, protected, so that it's got like a coating on the handles. And I do that with all my handles now. You know, after I burn them, I put that boiled linseed oil on there. But anyways, like I said, don't let dogs and kids get near the antifreeze or the boiled linseed oil. Be careful throwing the rags in the garbage. And I hope you guys liked the video. Please hit the subscribe button, the notification, so you get, you know, the bell goes off when my videos come out. And I appreciate all the support. Later.